Life in discussions, life in discussions, life in discussions, life in discussions.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of your favorite lifestyle talk show, Life in Discussions with IOI, where we discuss life, knowledge ramifications. We try to tackle life issues via discussions. We know people around the world are suffering from diverse issues of life because they're not aware. Ignorance kills. So Life in Discussions is a platform where people get the knowledge they need on diverse issues of life to help them. So then we're going to be talking about the future of Nigeria, considering the massive migration of Nigerian youth. I have on the show with me a public speaker and a female activist that has contributed so much to humanitarian services in a good way. She's no other person but Miss Josephine Iyore Inadege. Miss Josephine Inadege, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here. I want to say a special shout out to everyone. It's great to have this platform where we can be able to talk to youth out there, to straighten them, to make their life meaningful. So I want to say thank you for putting up with this program.
You're welcome. We appreciate your presence here, and we're glad. We're happy having you because we heard a lot about you and what things you've done. So we're happy, and we know our viewers will be well impacted now that you are here. So let's, without no need to blush. Without wasting much time, let's go straight to our discussion. So today we're talking about, as I said earlier, the future of Nigeria, considering the massive migration of Nigerian youth. So, Miss Josephine, what do you think? Do you think Nigeria has a future? Do you think the future of Nigeria is bright, considering the massive migration? Because what I've been seeing for, like, let's not go so far, recent number of years, the way Nigerian youth are migrating, it's quite much. Like, if you go to the west, east, south, everywhere around the corners of the earth, you must find at least one Nigerian. They're going everywhere. They're leaving Nigeria. So, what do you think about the future of Nigeria? Is it stable? Is it promising? Seeing the massive migration of youth.
Okay, first of all, before we go into the future of Nigeria, let's see what youth is. Okay, so according to the African Youth Charter, it recognizes youth as one between 18 years to 35. That means you are fit to talk about this issue. Okay, the future of Nigeria. I strongly believe in Nigeria because I'm a Nigerian and you're a Nigerian, of course. For youth migrating, we all know that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. And gone are the days where we have to say, youths are migrating, why are they migrating? But we all know the essence that is to have a better life. Okay, they're seeking for greener pasture. But thinking about the future of Nigeria as its place, it's going to be a tough one because they are the leaders of tomorrow. We need them. Exactly. They are like the foundation of your building. That's how much we need them. So for all of this, I don't know ways that it can be tackled, but of course it can be tackled. If your environment is conducive enough, I don't think there will be any reason why you should go out. So that all of this, we need to find out why are these people going out? Why are they leaving the country? Okay? If they think the country does not hold any future for them, there's uncertainty, they are thinking, in 5 years' time, where will I be? All of these are the reasons they are leaving the country. And it's going to be like a blip, okay? Because we still have old people, when they retire, who takes next? Who takes off the mantle of leadership? So I think it's going to be a tough one, Nigeria. So we need to be needful to ensure that they come back or they remain in this country.
So what you're saying in court is that the future of Nigeria is not going to be so bright if the youths keep migrating massively.
Of course, it's bleak. Just as I said earlier, they are the foundation, they are the future. When you say the future of the country, when the youth are already the future, so it has a whole lot of things. Yeah.
Exactly, I get your point. Well, thank you very much. Would you blame the youth? Would you say it's their fault? Or would you say the fault of the government or its situations? Would you support them? Would you say Like if you see a group of youth standing up, would you say, if you have the chance, go, don't stay here? Would you support them, or would you blame them? Like, don't go, fight for your right, stay, die in it, stick to it. What would you say?
Their agony, their pains. Now, before people take a certain decision, they've come to the realization that where do I stand?
Okay.
Where is my stake in all of this? Okay? This is what the Nigerian youth are fighting for. I'm a Nigerian youth, like I say categorically, that this hasn't been going smoothly as it ought to be. Okay?
Wow.
There is no grant, there is no a pitch to pitch their tent. There is no way for them to show their wings to say this is what they need to acquire. Okay, so all of these are what they are going through. No jobs, unemployment ravaging. Just as Wale Shinka said, and he said, the birth of a youth begins at the death. Okay, so there's death, there is this uncertainty, there's this way you are thinking, how do I go and do it right? How do I become the leader of tomorrow? Opportunities are not given to youth in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Of course, we know that. In the health sector, in political sectors, we find that they're not being given this opportunity to showcase their talent, what they've got. So all of these are hindrances to the youth. Okay?
Like they keep dreaming and dreaming, but no platform.
Yeah, so when you dream
There's
and
no
you
platform.
dream and actions are not backed.
Exactly.
Okay?
I get your point.
Skills, your skills that have been acquired, there's no money.
It's dormant.
Exactly. So you see that things ain't really working smoothly for the youth. So the government will just need to come up with a solution, like a permanent solution. Nigerian youth, they are willing to work. Okay?
Yeah.
They are not dormant. They are not lazy. Okay? They need something.
Yeah, we know where that came
Of
from.
course.
Lazy
So
Nigerian youth.
I want to say they are hardworking.
Okay.
So there's always one tales of problems or the other. We know when I get admission into school, I was very happy. Oh, thank God I'm not in school. But because of ASU strike is just constant like Northern Star. You just know, of course, it's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay? 6 months of my life was on hold. I was supposed to graduate in 2013.
Because of the strike.
I ended up graduating in 2014.
Alright.
Okay? This is one of the struggles. Then when you're done with NYT, you have to battle with getting a job.
Oh.
Some youth people prefer
Inside life.
so some youth people prefer to be paid the alawi.
Yes.
Okay? Like, how do I get a life after service? It becomes a struggle. It becomes something to think about. Okay? Probably they are one their parents look up to. After training your children, what do you expect? You expect them to give back to society, give back
to be able to
parents.
fend for themselves.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So all of this is like a setback for Nigerians. And that time most of them are frustrated. Okay? Most of them are depressed.
Exactly.
That's why you should be mindful of what you say to every Nigerian youth out there.
Nobody's smiling.
Seriously. And that's why some are involved in one fraudulent activities or the other. That what we popularly know the internet fraud.
Okay. Cybercrime.
Exactly. So all of these are some of the pains. They are going. There's poverty. They say an hungry man is an angry man. So you don't expect someone who is hungry to be happy, to be peaceful. And that's why they are also involved in political thuggery during elections.
An idle man is the devil's workshop.
Exactly. So I think all of this is just an average Nigerian youth thinking of what next to do, how life can be so beautiful and meaningful to them. So all of this coming together are the reasons most of them are migrating.
Massive
They
migration.
feel okay, they'll be useful to their parents and to themselves while they get there. There are ample opportunities over there. But if all of this outside can be put in place in Nigeria, I see a better future for Nigeria. If all of this, the youth can be empowered, can be strengthened, I see a bright future for Nigeria because youth are the future of Nigeria.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. We get your point. Definitely. Okay, what if I trip in this? Would you rather say to Nigeria that, would you say they are going to the extreme, like considering massive migration by traveling alone? like not just playing on land. You see many of them, they travel through land, go through hurdles, sufferings, pass through desert, pass through different hurdles, climbing, jumping fence and all that, suffering. Even when they get to some countries, they go up through go to JTM, like they are held for some particular time, no freedom till they get the paper in court, as they say, they become free to live there. Are they not going extra mile? Are they not, is that not an extremity? Like, shouldn't they just rather bear than go there and suffer? Like, go to a strange man's land and suffer than stay in your own father's land and endure till a better future comes.
Okay. Some youths' minds are already made up. The reason that some youths are just in their house is just because of the pandemic. That's what is stopping them from going. Now, I don't encourage that because your life will be at stake. Yeah. Okay? Irrespective of what needs to be done, ain't done here in Nigeria, but there are other people who are doing things, making their life better. There are youths who are being involved in legal businesses and they are thriving. I think one thing is contentment, okay? Now don't compare your one step to all youth out there. Don't compare your one step to another man's 1,000 steps, okay? Celebrate your little wins. Be content with yourself. Look for how you can better yourself, how you can build yourself. Remember, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, nothing less ever. To ensure you do everything that you can to ensure you become better for yourself, become better for your family.
You know, right now, I get this feeling that Nigerian youths are currently angry with you. Because Nigerian youth have this thing for motivational speakers. They say, in quote, they say, I want motivational speaker, leave us. Because they become so angry that they don't want to hear any motivational speech. So when you're saying it, be very careful because they are not happy with you currently.
Of course, I understand. Everyone is striving, okay? No one has it all. No one got it all. If you ask the business gurus that we have, business tycoons, business that are thriving, and you ask them, how did you get to this point, okay? Yeah. They tell you it's from a little beginning. I know some persons don't even want to hear that.
We started somewhere.
We just
started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Exactly. Okay. They just want to hit it big. Yes. All right. They just want to hit it big.
The shortest course.
Yes, but that's not the way. Okay. The right way is that be not too in business. Ensure you do the little things you know you can do. Now, when success comes to meet you, success meets you clean. Alright? Okay. There's no better thing or a better job than that. Don't be involved with fraudulent acts. Even if it takes time for you to actualize your dreams do come to pass. I don't know, some people be like, I've been dreaming a whole lot of times. I've been dreaming. Exactly. When will this dream come to pass? Yeah. Of course it will. My mom will always say, when your time comes, you will shine.
Thank you.
Alright? So, let there be a motivating a push.
A drive.
Okay? Yeah. Something that will push you, something that makes you see above where you live now. Something that makes you, some persons just need this driving force. Yes. Alright? Something that can push them to where they really want to go. Some persons need mentors. Yes. We all know that in Nigeria it's all about connection. Some persons are tired of actually going from one offices to another, some into cities, and they're like, I'm tired. Yeah. But the truth is, even if it will take time, I see a great Nigeria for us. If only we can be better. If only we can reinvest ourselves. If only we can also shun evil malpractices. Alright? Because the youths are the ones being used for political thuggery. Yes. Their children ain't here.
You can't compromise the strength of a youth actually.
Do you understand?
The strength of a youth is amazing.
So the strength you would have used to read in the lecture, you can actually use that to build yourself. Just start small.
Self-development.
I know friends, you understand, when you see your friend already driving one very flashy car, you tend to be intimidated, you tend to be like, I want to drive the same car my friend is driving. Do you understand? Like peer pressure. I want to be there. And you really don't even know how that person got there. So please, celebrate yourself. For every little wins you have, celebrate that little wins. And then you'll be content with yourself. If you're contented, you'll be happy with yourself and you'll find peace. And when success finally comes, you'll be happy. So that's it.
Thank you very much. So all Nigerian youth watching, as you're seeing us now, I feel touched. So you should feel touched. If you don't feel touched, I wonder how you should be feeling right now. So I would encourage all Nigerians that have heard, try and develop yourself. If you have a chance to migrate and you think that's what's best for you, good, I support you. Although don't go the illegal way, please don't die. Stay with us. But if you feel you want to work, there is always a chance. We can always fight it together. You're not alone. There are many Nigerians that are out there ready to struggle. And we have to fight Nigeria for us. We can't let those that want to take Nigeria from us take it. Why not try and fight? And I pray God help us. Like I saw a post recently on this social media, this social media and Twitter, savage tweet. They were like, when you graduate or when you go for semester, when you come back, when you meet inside life, and then the reason why they added "So help me God" to the Nigeria pledge. Because after saying, say "So help me God," we really need that "So help me God." So I pray God really helps us. But meanwhile, I think as Nigerian youth, consider staying, consider standing. Running away won't solve the problem. If you run away, you help yourself. Let's say you become better. How about the people you leave behind? How about the innocent children that are growing up? How about the teenagers? How about the youths? Don't you have sympathy? You should have conscience. I actually feel like a motivational speaker right now, so I'll stop there. Okay, Miss Senadege, we move on to our next consideration. We're still on the future of Nigeria in different considerations. So right now we're considering the future of Nigeria, considering talent management. Like in other nations, especially US and Canada, I know specifically about, they have this thing for talent management, like the entertainment industry, they support the young ones, and it brings a lot for them. It generates a lot of money, a lot of funds, and other things that matter to the economy, hence providing a promising future for the nation. So we would like to hear your view on that, no matter how short it's going to be. But right now we'll have to take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Life in discussions, life in discussions, life in discussions, life in discussions.
Welcome back to the show. It's still Life in Discussions with IY and Miss Josephine in Adere Iore. So, Miss Josephine, before we took a short commercial break, we were talking about the future of Nigeria considering talent management. So, tell us what you think about that.
Okay. We've got a lot of talents that are not yet to be unleashed. Okay? Either because of lack of funding, and either because of some lackadaisical attitudes. Alright, so from the cradle, when I see a little child coming up, go on the date you have to say, I need to be a lawyer, a doctor. Even if the person desires to be a dancer, a singer, there are ways you can begin to nurture that skills of that person. And that's what they do in the developed world.
Yes.
Okay? Their next, if the child decides I want to become a dancer, I want to become a singer, just find a way to be able to harness that skills of that person.
Yes.
Okay? Give the person the support. Okay. That is needed. Now, most youths get so depressed because they might come up with one idea, beautiful idea. Probably someone comes up with how to craft a helicopter, a plane, and then you just see the morale of that person going down. Why? No money.
Or maybe the parents say you have to study medicine. You must be a doctor. You better start going reading that biology textbook. You have to be a doctor, I guess.
And then the person is like, this is what I want. But because there's no full support, okay, to push that person, the person needs a driving force. The person needs mentor to mentor him or her. The person needs someone to say, yes, you can do this. You know, when people tell you can do this, you begin to see beyond.
It goes a long way.
Okay, you're smiling. You'll be like, yes, I have someone that is solidly behind me and guiding me on every path. Alright? But those supports are not there for some Nigerian youth. Some Nigerian youths are not fortunate enough. And that's why we see that most skills are not being harnessed. But Nigerian youths are youths that have so many talents that they need to showcase to the world. When you see this Ninja sings, MCN Project Fame and all of that, you see people, you're like, wow. So we have singers here.
And the talents are real. The talents are so real.
Exactly.
That's so real. When we hear them,
there should be a platform, okay, where where all of these young talents can come up and showcase what they've got, and then you give them the full support. When you do that, you find out that every person will be able to speak out and say, this is what I am doing, and this is what I need to be managed. I need to be managed in this area. And you see that the person's future will just be a shiny star. That will be the beginning of the person's career. So we need to be able to push all these youths. We need to see those ones. Sometimes they organize quiz acquisition. Okay, you want to become a baker, a bead maker,
A makeup artist,
and all of that. They teach them. But where's the finance? Where's the money? Where's the capital to start this business? So when all of this is raised, I think this is what you're giving a person. The person will be happy, can start up from there, like it's a small business. All right, can start up, but that's the push, that's the driving force. So I think this needs to be introduced. Okay, we need to see how we can build the Nigerian youth.
talent management should be developed
Exactly.
for Nigeria to have a bright future.
Yes, so
Okay.
that they can just be the talk of the world. Nigeria got great talents. Okay, they just need a platform to be able to showcase all of this.
Okay. So would you encourage Nigerian parents to keep encouraging their children from a young age if they suspect any nice talent coming out from them? Don't you think this educational parents deciding the what the children should become, do you think is okay? Or do you think they should rather prefer the talent of the child? Like I see my child singing fine every day at home, and I want my child to be a medical doctor, and I believe she can do it. Should I rather keep singing? Should I rather tell her to keep singing, or try and persuade her to become a medical doctor as I want?
If you've seen 3 Idiots, we see how this particular man persuaded the son and said, you must become an engineer. That was not the child's path. He wanted to become a photographer. Alright? And he knows he would have done so well in that field.
Okay.
So whatever your child decides to do, whatever field of endeavor your child decides to do, support him or her.
Alright.
Okay? Support him or her. And then you will see how that child will blow. Alright? Because when you choose a particular field or career for your child, the child might just decide, let me do it because of mommy and daddy. That's not what the person really wants to do. That's not where his or her heart is. Okay? When you find passion in whatever you do, you find that you always stand out. Okay? It won't be tedious for you. The job won't be tedious. You just find that you're scaling new heights and excelling in that chosen field. So I think parents shouldn't choose career for their children. Let them go on their own path.
Let me chip into this a bit. I think this is a really serious issue facing Nigerian economy today, because I believe that's why most professionals are not efficient in their duties, because they are doing those things. Let's use medical doctors as an example. You know, Nigerian parents have this thing for being a doctor. So most of our youth, they don't want to. Yes, many of them want to be singers. Many of them want to be dancers. See, on social media, I know many doctors that dance on the video and the post and why they didn't wait those years. Many of them, they don't want to. So there is inefficiency in those their performances. So I believe I would also stand in this line that parents, as a parent, try and observe your child and try and encourage the child to grow up and become what the child wants to be. You understand? If nature, or let's say, if God is speaking to the child on what he or she should become, you shouldn't interfere. You should encourage. Just observe and encourage, and stop pushing your child to professions they don't want to be, to make our life better, your life, the child's life, and the life of the nation better. So thank you very much. We are so happy to have you on the show, Miss Josephine Iyore in Nadege.
And I'm very privileged and most honored to be here. Thank you for having me on the platform.
We're looking forward to see you more on different episodes. And we believe with the few things you've said that our viewers are much more impacted. I am impacted, and I know they are impacted also. And we want to thank you so much. We want to thank our sponsors, Life in Discussion sponsors, Life in Discussion with IY, Professor and Mrs. Onsemota. Thank you, many more others, Mr. and Mrs. Marcel, and so many others. God bless you, and you watching us. We would like to hear from you. Our views may not be 100% correct. Sure, you can contradict whatever we think or whatever we discuss. It's life. Everyone can discuss life. I can't be so perfect. The both of us can't know much about life. So we'd like to hear from you. Our numbers are being displayed on the screen. You can reach us anytime of the day. We are always open. Our social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Life in Discussions with IY, and even Life in Discussions with IY at Gmail, Life in Discussions at gmail.com, and so many other platforms will be reaching. Just contact us and tell us your mind and tell us what you think. Comment on our platforms and we'll get back to you. If you have issues you want us to discuss with you about or discuss with the public about, why not talk to us and we'll discuss life. Remember, life is in phases and men are in sizes. The current phase of life which you are in, you have to discuss it to overcome the challenges. If you don't discuss it, it will be a burden that you have to bear for life, and it might take you to your early grave. So discuss it, and God bless you. We'll see you on our next edition. Thank you very much.